Before the day begins to demand your attention, before your phone fills with messages, before your mind starts racing through everything that could go wrong, pause here for a moment. Most people don't lose their peace in the middle of the day. They lose it at the very beginning. They wake up already thinking about pressure, already carrying worries, already feeling behind before anything has even happened. Without realizing it, they step into the day mentally tired, emotionally open, and spiritually unguarded. That is where stress starts to take over. When you begin your day like that, even small problems feel heavy. A simple delay feels frustrating. One negative thought grows into anxiety. One unexpected moment throws everything off. It is not always because the situation is too big. It is often because there was no foundation set before the day began. No covering, no stillness, no alignment. Today does not have to follow that pattern. Right now, before anything else takes over your mind, you have a choice. You can walk into this day reacting to whatever comes your way, or you can walk into it grounded, steady, and covered. Starting your morning with God is not just a routine. It is a decision to put your entire day into His hands before anything tries to take control of it. When you begin this way, something changes inside you. You are no longer just hoping things go well. You are not just trying to stay positive or manage stress. You are positioning yourself differently. You are choosing to face everything with a sense of peace that does not depend on circumstances. You are choosing to be anchored before the waves even appear. Protection does not begin when something goes wrong. Peace does not suddenly appear after stress arrives. It starts in moments like this, when you decide to pause, to breathe, and to invite God into the very beginning of your day. This is where strength builds quietly. This is where clarity replaces confusion. This is where you prepare your heart before anything tries to disturb it. Take this moment seriously. It may seem small, but it sets the tone for everything that follows. Instead of rushing forward, slow down just enough to reset your thoughts. Let your mind settle. Let your focus shift away from fear and toward trust. Let this be the moment you choose covering over chaos. Heavenly Father, I come before you at the start of this day because I know I need you. I do not want to move forward on my own understanding or rely only on my own strength. There are things I will face today that I cannot predict, and there are situations I cannot control. But I trust that nothing is outside of your reach. I ask you to cover me completely today. Cover my mind so that anxious thoughts do not take control. When worry tries to enter, remind me that I am not facing this day alone. Give me clarity where there could be confusion, and help me to stay focused on what truly matters. Do not let distractions pull me away from what is right. Cover my heart so that fear does not settle in. When pressure builds, help me to remain calm. When situations feel uncertain, remind me to trust you instead of reacting out of emotion. Fill my heart with a steady peace that is not shaken by what happens around me. Cover my words so that I speak with wisdom and not out of frustration. Let my responses reflect patience instead of pressure. Guide my conversations so that I bring calm instead of conflict, and understanding instead of tension. Cover my steps so that I move in the right direction today. Even when I do not see the full path, lead me where I need to go. Keep me from making decisions out of fear or haste. Help me to walk with confidence, knowing that you are guiding me. Go before me in everything I will face. Be present in every conversation, every decision, and every moment. Where there could be stress, bring peace. Where there could be pressure, bring strength. Where there could be uncertainty, bring clarity. Protect me from what I cannot see. Guard me from situations that could harm me, and keep me steady even when things do not go as planned. When something unexpected happens, remind me that you are already there, and nothing catches you by surprise. I choose not to start this day in fear. I choose not to begin overwhelmed by what might happen. Instead, I choose to begin covered, grounded, and secure in you. Remind me throughout the day that I am not alone, that I am protected, and that I can trust you in every moment. No matter what comes, help me to remain steady. No matter what happens, help me to hold on to peace. I place this entire day in your hands, trusting that you will lead me, guide me, and protect me. As you move forward from this moment, do not rush away and forget what you have just done. Carry this awareness with you. You are not stepping into this day the same way. You are stepping into it with intention, with clarity, and with a sense of covering that changes how you respond to everything. What once overwhelmed you does not have to overwhelm you today. What once drained your energy does not have to drain you now. What once controlled your mood no longer has the same power over you. You have already chosen a different starting point. Before anything had the chance to go wrong, you chose to begin in the right way. You chose to center your thoughts, to steady your heart, and to place your day into God's hands. That decision carries more strength than you realize, and it will follow you into every moment ahead. Walk into this day knowing that you are not exposed. Walk into it knowing that you are guided. Walk into it knowing that you are covered. As the day moves forward, things will begin to demand more from you. Responsibilities will grow, expectations may rise, and situations might not go the way you planned. This is where many people start to lose what they had in the morning. The peace fades, the focus weakens, and stress slowly takes control. Not all at once, but little by little, can happen in a single moment. One unexpected message, one delay that throws off your plans. Suddenly your thoughts begin to race again, your emotions feel heavier, and the calm you started with feels distant. This is the point where you have to remember something important. You are still covered. The peace you started with was not meant to last only in quiet moments. It was meant to carry you through pressure. It was meant to remain even when things feel uncertain. Being covered does not mean your day will be perfect. It means you are not facing anything alone, and you are not without strength when challenges appear. When pressure starts to build, pause again, even if only for a few seconds. You do not need to stop everything. You just need to reset your focus. Bring your thoughts back to what you established at the start of the day. Remind yourself that you are guided, that you are protected, and that you do not have to react to everything you feel. This is where control returns. Not control over every situation, but control over how you respond. Instead of reacting out of stress, you can choose calm. Instead of letting fear take over, you can choose trust. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you can return to clarity. Father, as I continue through this day, I ask you to strengthen what you have already started in me. When pressure rises, help me not to lose my peace. When situations become difficult, remind me to stay grounded. Do not let stress control my thoughts or my actions. Help me to slow down in moments where I feel rushed. Give me patience when things do not go as planned. Guide me to respond with wisdom instead of reacting out of emotion. Let my mind stay clear even when everything around me feels busy. When I feel overwhelmed, remind me that I am still covered. When I feel uncertain, remind me that you are still guiding me. When I feel weak, remind me that your strength is still available to me. Guard my attitude so that frustration does not take over. Guard my words so that I do not speak out of pressure. Guard my focus so that I do not lose sight of what truly matters. Help me to move through this day with steadiness. Even if things do not go perfectly, help me to remain calm. Even if challenges come, help me to stay anchored. Let my peace remain stronger than anything I face. As you continue your day, remember that losing your peace is not something that just happens. It often comes from small moments where your focus shifts away from what grounds you. But you can always return. At any moment, you can pause, reset, and step back into that place of calm and clarity. You do not need to carry every problem as if it depends entirely on you. You do not need to react to every situation immediately. You can take a breath, realign your thoughts, and move forward with intention instead of pressure. The covering you asked for in the morning does not disappear when the day gets busy. It remains with you. It supports you in every conversation, every decision, and every challenge. The more you stay aware of it, the more you will notice a difference in how you handle situations. Instead of being pulled in every direction, you become more centered. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by everything at once, you handle one moment at a time. Instead of losing control, you remain steady. Keep going with that awareness. Let it guide your actions. Let it influence your thoughts. Let it shape how you respond. This is how you move through a full day without losing what you started with. Stay covered. Stay grounded. Stay steady. There will be moments when the day simply does not unfold the way you expected. Plans shift, people respond differently than you hoped, and situations feel heavier than they should. This is often the turning point where discouragement tries to settle in. It is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it shows up quietly through frustration, disappointment, or a sense that things are not working out. In these moments, it is easy to question everything. You may start to feel like the effort you are putting in is not enough or that the day is slipping out of your control. Your mind may begin to replay what went wrong, and your focus can quickly move from clarity to confusion. This is where you must be intentional. A difficult moment does not define the entire day. One situation does not cancel everything that has already been established. What you started in the morning still stands. You are still covered, still guided, and still supported even when things feel off. When the day does not go your way, do not rush into frustration. Slow down just enough to regain perspective. Remind yourself that not everything needs to be solved immediately and not every setback needs a reaction. Sometimes what you need most is to stay steady and not allow one moment to shape the rest of your day. This is not about ignoring what you feel. It is about not letting those feelings take control. You can acknowledge disappointment without losing your peace. You can face challenges without becoming overwhelmed. You can continue forward without carrying unnecessary weight. Father, in moments where things do not go as I expected, help me to remain steady. When I feel frustrated, remind me that my peace does not depend on outcomes. Help me to trust you even when I do not understand what is happening. Give me the ability to pause before I react. Help me to step back from situations that try to pull me into stress. Guide my thoughts so that I do not dwell on what is going wrong, but instead stay focused on what I can still do. Strengthen my mindset so that I do not give up easily. When things feel difficult, help me to keep moving forward with patience. When I feel like things are not working, remind me that this moment is not the end of the day. Guard my emotions so that disappointment does not turn into negativity. Help me to stay balanced, not too affected by what happens around me. Keep my heart steady and my thoughts clear. Remind me that I am still covered. Remind me that I am not alone in this moment. Remind me that even when things are not going as planned, I am still being guided. As you continue, understand that every day will have moments that test your stability. That is normal. What matters is not whether challenges appear, but how you respond when they do. You have already built a foundation. Now it is about standing on it. You do not need to restart your entire day because of one difficult moment. You simply need to reset your focus. Take a breath, realign your thoughts, and continue forward. This is how you maintain control without forcing everything to be perfect. Sometimes strength is quiet. It shows in your ability to stay calm when things feel chaotic. It shows in your ability to continue moving forward without letting frustration take over. It shows in your decision to remain grounded instead of reacting to every challenge. Let this be how you move through the rest of your day. Not shaken by every change, not overwhelmed by every problem, but steady, focused, and aware that you are still covered. Keep your mind clear. Keep your heart steady. Keep moving forward. As the day continues, it becomes easy to drift. Not suddenly, but gradually. Without noticing, you can begin to move on autopilot, reacting quickly, thinking less clearly, and slowly disconnecting from the covering you started your morning with. This is where many people lose consistency. They begin the day with intention, but as the hours pass, that awareness fades. They return to stress, to overthinking, to reacting instead of staying grounded. Not because they chose to, but because they stopped being aware. Staying covered is not only about how you start your morning. It is about how you continue through it. It is about remaining aware that you are not moving through this day alone, even when things get busy. The same protection you asked for earlier is still with you, but you have to stay connected to it. When your mind starts to feel scattered, pause briefly and reset. When you feel pressure building, slow your thoughts down. When you notice frustration trying to rise, take a step back internally before responding. These small resets keep you aligned and prevent stress from taking over. You do not need long breaks or perfect conditions to stay grounded. You only need awareness. A few seconds of stillness in the middle of a busy moment can bring you back to clarity. A quick decision not to react emotionally can protect your peace. A simple shift in focus can change how you experience the rest of your day. Father, help me to stay aware as I move through this day. Do not let me drift into stress or lose the clarity I started with. When I become distracted, bring my focus back. When I feel pressure, remind me to slow down internally. Help me to carry your peace into every moment, not just in quiet times, but in the middle of activity. Let me stay steady even when things are fast-paced. Let me remain calm even when situations try to rush me. Guide my actions so that I move with intention and not just reaction. Help me to think clearly before I speak. Help me to act wisely instead of impulsively. Keep me grounded so that nothing pulls me too far away from peace. Protect my energy throughout the day. Do not let unnecessary stress drain me. Do not let distractions take over my focus. Help me to stay aligned with what truly matters. Remind me often that I am still covered. Remind me that I am still guided. Remind me that I can return to calm at any moment. As you continue your day, remember that staying protected is not about avoiding every problem. It is about moving through each moment with awareness. It is about choosing not to let external situations control your internal state. You will have responsibilities to handle and decisions to make, but you can approach them differently. Instead of rushing, you can move with clarity. Instead of reacting, you can respond with intention. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you can stay centered. This is how you remain covered throughout the day. Not by doing something dramatic, but by staying consistent in small moments. Each time you pause instead of reacting, you protect your peace. Each time you choose clarity over confusion, you strengthen your stability. Do not let the busyness of the day disconnect you from what you started. Keep returning to it. Keep reminding yourself. Keep moving forward with awareness. You are not exposed. You are not unprotected. You are walking through this day covered, guided, and steady. Even after you have started your morning with intention, your mind can still become the main place where pressure tries to enter. Thoughts come quickly, sometimes without warning. One idea leads to another, and before you realize it, you are overthinking, doubting, or imagining outcomes that have not even happened. This is one of the most important areas to guard. What you allow to grow in your mind will shape how you feel, how you act, and how you experience the rest of your day. If your thoughts become negative or scattered, everything begins to feel heavier. But if your thoughts remain steady and clear, even difficult situations feel more manageable. Staying covered means being intentional about what you focus on. It means noticing when your thoughts begin to drift into stress and choosing to bring them back under control. This is not about forcing yourself to think perfectly. It is about refusing to let your mind run unchecked. When you notice worry starting to build, pause and reset. Do not follow the thought further. Do not give it more attention than it deserves. Instead, remind yourself that you are already covered and that not every thought needs to be believed or acted on. You have the ability to redirect your focus. You can choose clarity over confusion. You can choose calm over pressure. Each time you do this, you strengthen your ability to remain steady no matter what is happening around you. Father, help me to guard my thoughts today. Do not let my mind become filled with worry or fear. When negative thoughts try to enter, give me the awareness to recognize them quickly and the strength to let them go. Keep my thinking clear and focused. Help me to stay grounded in what is true instead of getting lost in what might happen. Do not let overthinking take away my peace. Guide my decisions so that they come from clarity and not pressure. When I need to choose a direction, help me to do it with confidence and calmness. Keep me from rushing into decisions that are driven by fear or uncertainty. Strengthen my ability to stay mentally steady. When distractions appear, help me to stay focused. When doubt tries to grow, remind me that I am not alone and that I am being guided. Protect my mind from unnecessary stress. Do not let small situations grow into larger concerns in my thoughts. Help me to keep everything in the right perspective. As you move forward, Remember that your mind does not have to follow every thought that appears. You can pause, observe, and choose what to focus on. This is how you stay protected internally. Not every situation requires a reaction. Not every thought deserves your attention. The more you practice this, the more control you will have over how you feel and how you respond. Staying covered is not only about external protection. It is also about internal stability. When your mind is steady, you are less affected by what happens around you. You move with clarity instead of confusion. You respond with intention instead of reacting out of pressure. Keep your thoughts in check. Stay aware of where your focus is going. Bring it back whenever it drifts. This is how you remain protected in a deeper way. You are not at the mercy of every thought that comes into your mind. As we close, please subscribe and share this message.